You can create a single-page or multi-page website with a well-thought-out, user-friendly design using a website builder. Choose pre-made templates that suit your business to customize them or create your own from scratch without any coding skills. To create a page, go to the Sites tab and click Create Site. You can also go to the Templates tab, select a pre-made template, and then click on Edit in the drop-down list. Then click New Site. Before you start adding elements, create the site style you want. By default, the color scheme and text style you select will be applied to all of the elements you use. You can also set or change the general style of your site after it's created. You can choose a preset color scheme. You can select one of the styles from the preset list of button styles. You can choose from preset font pairs or customize fonts for paragraphs and headings to match the style of your site and maintain design integrity. Also, in the general settings, you can set a background image for the entire page. You can set the size of the site width. The minimum value is 420 pixels, and the maximum is 780 pixels. When you set up the maximum width for the desktop version of your site, it also adapts for mobile devices. Choose an element in the left pane and drag it into the work area for further customization. Use the cover as a top block or header on your site to display a company logo or a profile avatar. By default, the cover consists of an avatar, short text, and a background. For the cover, you can pull up an avatar image from a social network or upload an image yourself. Then proceed to customize the display of the avatar. Select the alignment and specify the size. To edit the text, click on it, and the text editing panel will open. Within each element, you can customize the background, padding from the element to the page border, shadow, and round the corners of a given element. You can add a menu to help the user navigate to the desired page of your site. Drag the menu element to the top of the page. On the right, you'll see some examples of what you can add to your site menu. To add a new item to the menu, click Add. Then, click on the pencil icon and enter a new name for the item. Choose your site page or specify a link to a third-party resource, email address, or phone number. Choose whether to open the link in a new window or in the same one. This is used to add a text element to the page. To change the formatting, click on the text itself and the text editing panel will open. Change the color and font for a specific part of your text to highlight keywords and headings. To change the location and add a background, click on the settings to the right. With the Gallery element, you can add multimedia elements to your page: images, carousels of images, and video. Using additional media enhances the effect of your text. A carousel is suitable for displaying products in the form of cards with a description, image, and link. You can set the carousel to auto-scroll and adjust the scrolling speed, or leave the option to manually scroll through the carousel. If you want to add a video, you must first upload it to YouTube and then insert a link to it into the editor. Enter a name for the button and select its type. Link to a website, phone number, or email address, and then insert the data. Choose a button style. By default, styles are pulled from the general page style. You can also create a unique style for each button separately. For this, select the Custom option. If you want to give users a hint or provide additional information, add a description for your button. You can add a social media link to invite a user to your page or your company page. To add a new social network, click Add. Then, click on the Edit icon, select a social network, and enter a link to it. Customize the appearance of the element. Display your link as a button or icon, and choose a size and style. Use indentation and line to visually organize white space and meaningfully separate blocks on the page. For the divider element, you can select its color, thickness, shadow, and type. Collect site visitors' data and let them subscribe to your campaigns using the subscription form. Select the mailing list you want to transfer your subscribers to and customize the form fields with style. You can also create a deal in CRM. You can add a button to a chatbot to subscribe a user for further chatbot communication and launch the desired flow, a welcome flow or your custom flow for a specific request. Choose the appearance and style of the button. Then add a new element or edit an existing one with a social network. You can add a countdown element to set a countdown until the start of an event or the end of a promotion. Pick up the end date and time and the message after completion, set the date options, and customize the countdown appearance. Use an FAQ element to add detailed answers to frequently asked questions from your users in a structured way. To change the text and formatting, click on the text or the heading, and the text editing panel will open. Use the Payments element to implement one-click payments for your products. Enter the name of your product, its price, and select the pipeline where your deal will be saved. Select the mailing list to which your contact will go after the successful payment. You can also customize your form fields and their appearance. When you've finished creating your site, click Save and Exit. Enter the site name and domain name. When adding a new page, enter a URL to the page.